The eyelids shivered uncontrollably, Zuo Fan's face gradually darkened, and said coldly, "What did you just throw into my panacea?" Throw it, frowning his head. The Poison Hand Potion King shook his head recklessly. The old man would not do such a thing that destroys others' alchemy. But the old man accidentally splashed a few drops of the liquid when refining the medicinal materials. Maybe it happened to fall into your medicine. But this was also an accident. And please ask Master Song not to mind too much. Accident. When the alchemy master refines the medicinal materials, it will indeed cause the liquid to splash out because of the restlessness and the instability of the elemental fire. But that's just what happened to alchemy beginners. Even a master alchemy master will never have such alchemy mistakes again. Poison Hand Medicine King, as the first alchemy master of Xianyu and the elaborate alchemy master of 7th grade. Would such a mistake happen? This is clearly intentional. This is clear to everyone present, but there is no way. He must have said that he was not careful. And no one else could prove that he did it intentionally. Gently gritted his teeth, Zuo Fan ignored him and hurriedly looked at the changes in his medicine. But it was okay not to check it. And even after checking it, he was shocked. Green Python Scale Liquid. Zuo Fan could not help yelling. As soon as this remark came out, everyone was shocked. Now everyone knows that Zuo Fan refines Wenyangdan, and all the refined medicinal materials are all positive and mild drugs. But this blue Python Scale Liquid is a second-level spirit beast. Refined from the scale armor of the blue sky poisonous python. The python itself is a cold thing, and it is fierce by nature, and it contains evil spirits. Such a poison is in conflict with all the herbs of Wenyangdan. Once this substance is used in medicine, the elixir will be balanced by yin and yang, and the power will be greatly reduced. Not to mention the third pindan, even the second pindan cannot be guaranteed. It is estimated that it can only be refined into a first pindan. Everyone couldn't help but shook his head and sighed secretly. Zuo Fan's alchemy of this hand, the refining and immortality medicine, is very fast, and is rare in the world. But it is a pity that his hand medicine has been invalidated, and even if it is re-refined, the Poison Hand Medicine King has fallen a large distance from them, and they can no longer catch up. The second round of the championship, which had been readily available, was lost in Zuo Fan's arrogance. Poison Hand Medicine Wang smiled coldly and looked at the frost-faced Zuo Fan, wickedly said, "Boy, remember your vow. Once you leave this seat, you must hand over your head. The old man is here, waiting, ha ha ha." The Poison Hand Medicine King's laughter resounded throughout the Flower Rain Hall. Everyone sighed and shook their heads, all of them for the alchemy wizard who had been born out of the world. They would be killed by this poisonous drug king, and deeply regretted. Tao Daniang sighed in disappointment, glanced at Zuo Fan with disappointment, and continued to refine her own medicine. This kid has a unique alchemy skill, but his heart is still unstable. It's a pity. Lu Yizhan stared at Zuo Fan for a while, and finally shook his head, showing sadness on his face. On the VIP seat on the west side, Wang Pu Qingyan laughed, ecstatically. Elder Yan, he really has a hand. Everyone beside him nodded his head. On the landlord's stage, the three of Huayu building stomped their feet in anger. This kid, I can't stand boasting. I just boasted that he could bear the burden of saving me from Huayu building. But he was suddenly killed by Yan Songyan. Get up, it makes you arrogant and arrogant. This time, the advantages that were finally established are all gone. Yeah, this kid is really uncomfortable. The blue and white landlord also sighed. In this way, let's not let him save Huayu Lu. I think we should think about how to save him in a while. Only Chu Qingcheng looked at Zuo Fan without any complaints, but murmured to himself, he came for Qingshan. Is he arrogant, isn't it? If Qingshan is here, it should be the same as him. Master, please save your husband. At this time, Zhao Dandan begged the landlord peony again. The owner of Peony felt helpless and looked at Long Jiu, and they tentatively said, "Everyone. It seems that you and Song Yu are very familiar with you. I wonder what you think of this matter." Although she was grumpy, her heart was thin. She understands that to save Zuo Fan, relying solely on the strength of Huayu Tower is impossible, and she must unite the two Qianlong Pavilion and Jianhao Mansion. But when she heard her, there was no reaction from the crowd. And she was very calm. "Save? What do you save? Does that kid need us to save?" Zi Xianyang raised an eyebrow and said lightly, "I guess the kid is already so angry that his lungs are about to explode. A person as smart as he is. Someone else has been overcast for a while, and it's strange that he can bear it." Frowning frown, the owner of Peony is a little unknown. Suddenly, Dong Xianba's brother and sister, who had been silent for a while, suddenly stumbled and fell to the ground. All with terrified colors on their faces. Waiting for them to make a clear inquiry, Dong Xianba was panicked and said then, "That person is not my brother Song Yu. Who is he?" Everyone was startled, puzzled, and all looked down. But it didn't look good. At first glance, even their hearts couldn't stop jumping. Because at this moment, Zuo Fan's eyes have condensed a murderous intention-like substance. This murderous intent, like the Shura of the Nine Netherlands, made everyone who saw his eyes feel that a deadly blade had already hung in his neck. It seems that the next moment, they can easily kill their lives. Zuo Fan was really angry this time.